listen. You're gonna make the people think that they can't eat my food at a potluck. No.
Love it when we make
Well, hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. On today's video, I decided I wanted to try to bake a cake. Because I don't know how to bake. Everything that I bake comes out really horrible. So I'm gonna try to bake this chocolate cake from Miss Jones Baking Company. You know, got some chocolate frosting as well, made with coconut oil. They're both vegan and yeah, organic. But this is not gonna be vegan because I'm using eggs, I'm using butter. They didn't have vegan butter. So instead we have Minerva Dairy, which is like Amish butter, which is really great. But of course, before we get into that, gotta make a cup of coffee. We have stock cold brew. This isn't your cold brew of choice. I mean, it's personal preference, but like, it's the best one. The not too sweet. Shake it before. I also don't like ice in my iced coffee. I don't want to taste water when I'm drinking it. And, you know, iced coffee just helps the process go so much better. It'll help me ignore my cats in the background so much more. Then I have this non-dairy almond milk and oat milk creamer. I hate almond milk, but I love oat milk, and I hate dairy creamer. So we're going with this one. It's caramel macchiato themed. Anyways, so I'm making this cake because it's my birthday, New Year's, January 1st, you know. I'm not gonna talk about how old I'm turning because that's gonna cause a midlife crisis, but decided why not bake this cake. My cat's birthday is in 5 days. I'm gonna bake her little cake, but not today. I don't know what to call this segment. Maybe we could do like Baddie Baking, Diamond the Baker. Who knows? If you have ideas, put it in the comments, okay? Because each one is gonna be me baking a cake with a look, right? And it's really hard to see with these beautiful lashes. So like, I hope it turns out great. I really do. So I got this mix from Sprouts. I go to Sprouts sometimes when I wanna feel like fancy, you know? Even though it calls me broke in 20 different languages. I wanted to make a cake for Thanksgiving, but I quite literally never did it, so now we're doing it. 350. If this turns out well, I'm gonna take up baking as a hobby, because that's gonna be like the biggest shock in my life. The pan, it was $4 at Walmart, and I did not want to buy it, but I did. So I used to work at Sonoma, and the pans there were so insanely like pretty and everything that it didn't make sense how nice they were, how expensive they were, or anything like that. Definitely don't recommend anyone to do this. So really, this is straightforward. This should be like the easiest thing I've ever done in my life. You would think, but it's not. I once baked brownies that looked like chips. So we're gonna take the eggs. Number one is the eggs. And we just have these regular eggs from Target. So my method, when I try to bake things, is just dump it all in. Like all the eggs at once. Mix it, dump the next thing, mix it, dump the next thing, mix it. Because my thought is, it's all gonna be in there eventually. So like, why not do it like that? Which obviously is a very horrible way to do it. Someone who watched the cooking channel for like, oh my God, for a major part of their life, you know, barefoot Contessa, how it's made, la-da-da-do. You would think that I would have some type of like baking skill, but I just don't. I don't. I cook a lot, but I don't bake a lot. Oh my God. By the time this stops, I'm gonna be like 40. All right, then we need 1 cup of milk. I like to use soy milk. I also like to use oat milk, but sometimes oat milk is like $4. And I'm not Jeff Bezos, so I'm going with the soy milk. Sometimes oat milk is yellow and I get terrified, so yeah. Silk Mix, I think, the best soy milk that I've had. You just need 1 cup of this. Soy milk is great. So how have y'all been? You know, I haven't made a video in a while. Well, I made a video a few weeks ago, but I put her on private because I'm not saying that it was, this is already like looking horrible. I'm not saying that the video was bad. I'm just saying that the video wasn't like my favorite, you know? More specifically, the wig in it was not my favorite. So I deleted it, but other than that, haven't made a video for the rest of 2021. You know, I made 1 video in January that I uploaded in like February, and life was great, right? And then my cat, Jason, love him to death, a demon also. He, one day when I was waking up, like scratched my eye, did something to my eye, and I woke up with a sty the next day. And it didn't go away, right? You know, thought it was like maybe just gonna be like a day. That's usually, you know, styes go quick. No, this one formed and developed and everything. And then I cut my hair, right? Because I was like, if I already have this sty and I don't feel like doing my hair, why not just cut it? And so I cut it. No one will ever see those pictures because only, I think maybe 2 people actually saw what it looked like cut. It was absolutely horrible, and the dye did nothing for me. It made it look worse. It made the haircut look worse. I had to take a picture for my passport. It looks like a mug shot. And then I went to CVS to go take another picture for my passport because the first one wasn't working. And it looks like a mug shot as well. So like that whole thing, I was just like, I don't want to film videos. And my hair did not grow back until like maybe like July. I could finally put it in a bun. But then it just wasn't cute. And then finally October came and my hair was just like, and it came back. And so then I came back and the style was gone by then, which means I can make videos again. And this feels like a job. Yeah, so that's what we're doing. So now we're putting kale. Next, I have put in butter. 1.5 cups of butter. Amish butter is great. It really is the best. I have put this whole stick of butter in here. It calls for 1.5 cups. So, gotta put the whole stick. But I have to melt it first. Make more music, go stream Eucalyptus. Stream Eucalyptus on Apple Music, Spotify by Snow Capone. It's a great song, I wrote it myself. My friend, Christian, made it. I wrote it, he made it, I rapped it. So go listen to it, more music to come. It was also hilarious when I did it because a few weeks before I tried to cut my hair and it just didn't work. We tried to dye this color, but it didn't work because we used like one of those like cream of nature, whatever they call, box red hair color. Like I wanted to cut my hair really short and dye that color. It didn't work out. Was in the middle of a crisis. And so then when I finally, you know, came home to where I stay in a random city in the US, I cut all my hair off. And then when it finally grew back in October, I did it this color. And this is the best color that I've chosen. So this cake does not look promising. This feels like that freaking Scooby-Doo scene from like Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost or whatever, where they're churning the butter. Like, this is not what they meant when they said with the flick of the wrist. Cause this is a lot of work. And I can't stir with my left hand because I'm right-handed and my left hand just has like no, like, you know, like no dexterity, is that what it's called? Dexterity? I don't know. I got that. We have to grease the pan. Grease and flour. Well, I don't have flour. I really want to get a camera because my phone dying is going to be death to me. But yeah, I don't have flour. So it's just going to have to stick to the sides. Could I go and get flour? Maybe. But it's snowing outside. And I'm just not gonna do that. I'm gonna use Crisco. I really hope this cake is good because if it's not, I'm literally gonna cry. I also hope this is the right size pan. It's not that I'm underprepared or not prepared. In fact, you could say I'm overprepared because I bought this in November. But I just figured this is the standard, normal, everyday size pan. Like, why would there be anything different? One time I was vegan, because I used to be vegan, till a chicken wing derails me. That's very much a true story. But like, I used to be vegan and made a chocolate cake. And I made it from scratch. I was trying to make it vegan, made the frosting and everything. And it was the most disgusting thing I've tasted in my life. And I used to eat carrot burgers. But we'll see you back here when it's done. Hopefully I don't burn my house down because my roommate's gone and that'd be horrible to come back to no house. So. So obviously, as you saw in time lapse, I tried to flip the cake. The cake wouldn't flip. So maybe that's why they recommended flour, but I iced it. I did try the icing. The icing is not great, all right? But this is what it looks like. And this is better than any cake I've ever baked.
Sorry, hoes hate me cause I'm the it girl. I ain't never asked.
So, now it's the taste test. I've had a lot of chocolate cakes in my life, you know? Like, chocolate is my thing. Am I going to be sad if this isn't good? Honestly, I already have low expectations, right? Because it kind of smelled burnt coming out the oven. And the taste of the frosting, oh no. Well, I thought I did a good job, but yeah. So, you know, at least we know my strong suit isn't baking. My future kids never have to depend on me to bake anything for their class functions. I know the edges are supposed to be so hard and crispy. Now, is it good individually? Absolutely not. But together it's a masterpiece. And I think that they complement each other well. Say hi, Jason. Kind of tastes like when your mom only buys you organic, vegan food. And you ask her to make you a chocolate cake. This is what she makes. But like, it's not horrible. That's rated at 1 out of 10 stars. You know, I would give it a 6. Would eat it if I was hungry, but wouldn't pick it up if I saw it in the store. So, I hope you guys liked watching me bake a cake. If you want to see me bake more stuff, make sure to leave your recommendations down below. And I'll try to make it because I don't have a clue how to do anything that involves baking or life. But leave it down below, and I'll definitely try it. And I can't wait to see you guys in my next video.